The Raritan Public Library is not a typical library. It's actually in a house called the John Frelinghuysen House. It belonged to a prominent family of New Jersey in the early 18th century. Colonel Frederick Frelinghuysen, John Frelinghuysen's father, was the first Frelinghuysen to acquire the property. The library is known to be haunted, and there are lots of stories from both patrons and staff experiencing different things that have happened at the library. There have been reports of neighbors seeing a woman in the window after the library has been closed. There are staff that have reported hearing somebody clearing their throat when there was nobody else in the building but them and one other person.
Some of the scary stuff that's happened in this library, one time I was here with another coworker and we were about to leave, and we started, like, all of a sudden we're about to turn the light off and we heard steps going down, like somebody's walking down, but there's nobody there, because we both turned our head and looked at the steps, and we ran out of the library so fast.
Well, the main experience that's happened to me is when I've sat in the children's room right by the desk, I would smell cigarette smoke. But I didn't say anything to anybody because I thought I was imagining it. But then one day the children's librarian looked at me and said, "Yeah, I smell cigarette smoke, and it's only in one spot." And people have said, "Oh, it's probably barbecuing, and it's probably somebody has a fire lit," but that's not the case. It was cigarette smoke, and it's only in one spot. If you move like 6 feet away, you don't smell anything. I would be afraid to be alone in the building, so that will never happen.
We had people come here and they were like looking for ghosts.
They claim that the children's room is haunted, as well as one of the front rooms, which we call the reading room, and also some of the rooms upstairs.
When I was working with my other coworker, every night when we left, we both realized we were doing this. We were looking up at the one window in the second floor, and one day we both realized we were doing it, and we said, "Do you feel like somebody's watching us?"
Another time, I was working at the library. It was a Saturday, and it was a couple years ago, and this young, I guess they were in their 30s, this young couple I'd never seen before in my whole life. They're not even from this area, because I had asked them. And they came in and they said, "Do you know a lot about this library, from a long time ago?" And I'm like, "Not really." And they started telling me that they were in the back where our gazebo is, and they know there's a woman back there that is stuck in between. And they just kept on telling me all this stuff about this woman, that she died, that she lived here, and she died here.
A person came in with a child, and they were standing at the circulation desk, and the child was looking in the corner.
In the corner is this yellow chair.
Said something about there was a little boy standing in the corner.
And they said they had activity of some movement there, like a ghost. Everything was dark in the library, and this thing kept on beeping right in that corner. The rooms at the Raritan Library that I'm most afraid of.
There's an arts and craft room upstairs.
I've heard that the art room upstairs.
I used to go in, and then we had a ghost hunter come who said they felt like there was bad energy in that area.
People hear noises and there's a bad energy.
So I won't go there anymore.
I never really heard anything upstairs in the art room, so.
I'm afraid to go in the basement. Nothing's happened there. It just gives me a really creepy sense.
When I started working here, I went down there, and it's just, I don't know, it's just spooky, and it's just it's undone, kind of. And I don't think anybody's ever touched anything down there, but it's just creepy. I don't know, something about it, I just feel like there's something there, and it's weird, and I always run up, and I've told my librarian, our director, that I'm not going there ever again downstairs by myself, ever. And I haven't since I've been working here. I'll go down there with somebody else, but I won't go by myself. I'm too scared.
You heard that creaking, right?